ECAPE, which stands for Employee Connectivity and Productivity Enhancement, is a tool that does just that, with the main focus on tasks of the substation engineer. It helps to solve the day-to-day issues faced in the role, which include effective multitasking, meaningful guidance, and lack of background information. Our proposed solution to these problems is to create an augmented reality system that attaches to a required hard hat and a hands-free user interface to assist the user in his or her duties. The main features of this device include thermal vision, live streaming to experts, and technical document and data access. This was the first design of the enclosure and attachment structure, which was composed of two lids that would enclose a support structure that conforms around the hard hat. The design had to be modified to fit the available 3D printers at the AVC and delayed the design around physical dimensions of other components. The final design used 5 parts, each with their own purpose and designed with the maximum printing dimensions considered. By simulating the density of printing material, we could find the center of gravity for the device and the overall weight. Some of the parts had to be printed in PLA instead of the intended ABS and with less than 100% infill, which gave us parts that were different weights than expected but met the original weight requirements. This table shows the difference in measured and simulated results. The simulated profiles are both for PLA and ABS with 100% infill.
The ECAPE system integrates several open source libraries to accomplish voice recognition, USB video streaming, and a remote Linux server handling the video stream management, data transfer, and user interface. Pocket Sphinx provides an Android-based voice recognition service which is completely offline and runs on the local hardware, enabling hands-free interaction for the user even in the absence of an internet connection. UVC Camera is an open source library which allows Android devices to accept UVC video streams over the USB port. This is possible by employing the Linux v4L2 UVC kernel on the Android platform using the Android NDK tool. Red 5 Pro is a library package which facilitates the video packaging, streaming, and storage over both Wi-Fi and 4G connections to the remote Linux server, which is hosted by an EC2 instance powered by Amazon Web Services. The ECAPE app combines all these functions together to provide the user with advanced connectivity and productivity solutions. In order to provide thermal imaging capabilities, a commercially available low-cost integrated sensor was essential to our design. The Floor Lepton 2.5 met these requirements, and an ARM4 processor converts the video over SPI data into a UVC video stream. The image sensor chosen was a 5-megapixel autofocus sensor and utilizes a MIPI CSI2 interface, which is then formatted into a USB UVC format by the Cypress CX3 MIPI to USB IC. Careful attention was given to the PCB layout and routing, given that the MIPI and USB are high-speed signals and required impedance-controlled routing and length matching. The differential pair impedance was calculated from the trace width and separation using online design tool. The power topology consisted of a pre-engineered 3.3-volt buck-boost regulator to reduce EMI effects. The other 1.2, 1.5, and 2.8-volt power rails for the rest of the components was then fed by the 3.3-volt source.
Because of the high-speed signals, our initial aesthetic design became very complex, careful not to cross signals, and to create routes of equal length. This became our final design to be assembled with the reflow oven.
Right now I'm going to take you for a live demo with the ECAPE system. As you can see right here, the screen is reflecting back and it is a good visual quality, and we can see that the pipes coming out of the water heater are indeed hot. And if you move over here to the circuit breaker, you can see that one of these breakers is a lot hotter than the rest, and that actually corresponds to the water heater.
Here's a little third-person view of it in action. Although the visibility of the projected image is adversely affected by ambient light, many applications for the unit are still available inside the small building adjacent to the substation.
Go
Bulls!